It's the voice of a Chino High teacher reacting to a student walking into his class wearing a Trump hat the day after the election.
Turn it off and go back to your freaking seat now. Go. Take that. Can you send security up?
No pomegranates. No pomegranates.
This one comes out of Chino High School in California, where a teacher had an absolute meltdown over, you guessed it, Donald Trump. So let's break it down. Here's what happened. The day after Trump's election win, a student walked into a classroom wearing a MAGA hat. Now, whether you love it or hate it, it's just that, a hat. But for this teacher, it was apparently a symbol of everything wrong with the world today. And instead of brushing it off or using it as a teaching moment to spark some kind of constructive debate, the teacher absolutely lost it. A video surfaced showing him angrily calling for security to come to his classroom because, and I quote, "I have a boy who has a Trump hat on and I'm not going to tolerate it."
A boy who has a Trump hat on, and I'm not going to tolerate it today. Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, this video is real.
The president of the Chino Valley Unified School Board of Education, which Chino High is part of, says they are looking into this.
Teachers are not supposed to bring their political views, whether this is, on something else or specifically on this election. It should never happen.
The teacher's frustration didn't stop there. He said he was, quote unquote, pissed that anyone would vote for him, and then doubled down telling his students that he didn't care if he got fired. His reasoning? He claimed that he was fighting for his daughter and nieces, and of course, their rights.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I have a daughter, I have 3 nieces, and he raped them, and it's people are voting for him. The Christians are voting for him. Bunch of losers.
Look, it's one thing to be upset about an election outcome. Many people were back in 2016, just like many people were in 2020. But to bring that kind of anger into a classroom where your job is to teach, not preach, that's where things get a little dicey. Now, as you'd expect, this incident blew up. The Chino Valley Unified School District quickly launched an investigation, putting the teacher on administrative leave. Their statement was pretty clear. Schools need to be places where all students feel respected, regardless of their political beliefs. Sounds reasonable, right? But things kind of get interesting from here. And of course, social media had a field day with this. Some folks were calling the teacher a hero for standing up against what they say was hate. Others were calling him unprofessional for letting his emotions dictate how he treated a student. And a lot of people pointed out the hypocrisy here. Imagine if the roles were reversed and a conservative teacher had berated a student for wearing a Biden hat or a rainbow flag shirt. Would the reaction be the same? And that brings us to the bigger issue, the role of teachers and political discourse. Teachers have incredible influence over their students, and that comes with a huge responsibility. Yes, they're human, they have opinions, they have emotions, but their job is to facilitate learning and critical thinking, not to turn their classroom into political soapboxes. Legally speaking, public school teachers don't give up their First Amendment rights just because they're on the job. But there is a line. If a teacher's personal beliefs interfere with their ability to provide a neutral and inclusive environment, it can lead to disciplinary action, as we're seeing here. And let's be real, calling security over a hat is not exactly fostering a healthy discussion. This incident also set off a firestorm at local school board meetings. Parents showed up in droves to voice their opinions. Some were outraged, saying that they don't want teachers pushing political agendas on their kids, and others defended the teacher, saying that he was standing up for what he believed was right and moral and just. The division was stark, and honestly, it reflects a broader divide that we're seeing across the country as a whole. But here's the thing. This isn't just one teacher at one high school. It's about the kind of culture we're creating. Are we teaching kids to engage in civil debate, or are we teaching them that shouting down the other side is the way to win an argument? Are we encouraging free thought, or are we telling them that there's only one correct way to think? These are questions that we all need to wrestle with and should be asking ourselves daily. Now, the teacher is still on leave, and the district is continuing to investigate. No final decision has been made about his future at the school, but the damage has already been done in many ways. This incident has sparked yet another round of finger-pointing and us versus them debates, further polarizing a community that should be coming together to teach kids how to think, not what to think. So what do you guys think? Should teachers be allowed to bring their personal politics into the classroom, or should there be strict separation between personal beliefs and professional responsibilities? Let me know your thoughts below. As always, stay alert, stay informed, and question everything. We'll see you on the next one.